I'm here at the practice field, home of FC Monmouth in their inaugural season in the NPSL. And for those of you that don't know, it's a soccer team with a bunch of young players, especially from college, that are looking to try to make a push to hopefully get to higher levels like the MLS. And they're going through their inaugural season, and it's been a year of ups and downs, but it's certainly been an exciting and very watchable type of soccer. And you guys really got to check this out, because this team is definitely one you want to keep your eye on. I'm here with the head coach.
I'm here with the head coach, BrianWoods.
Coach, first of all, thank you so much for coming on today. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
So, just to for the folks at home, just kind of give a little bit of a background about yourself and the team.
Me, I've been in college coaching now for 32 years. My 30 years. My 27th year at Wayne, New Jersey, and I've just taken over as starting at the end of January. In our inaugural season at FC Monmouth, and it's been a great run.
Absolutely. Now, obviously, this is your inaugural season. A lot of people are still trying to get to know the team and know the whole league itself. What can you tell us about your team and as well as the whole league itself?
The league is comprised of professionals, some amateurs. We are an amateur. We are an amateur group of college guys mainly that are looking to move to a higher level, USL, higher MLS, and try to introduce themselves into that field. We're trying to get these guys at another level, but we are young, mostly college guys. We've done a great job against the pros that we've played against so far.
And like I mentioned, it is your inaugural season. For the folks at home, just give kind of those that haven't been really following just how the season's going. I know it's getting close to the end of your inaugural season. Give everybody at home how the season's been going. How the season's been going for you.
The beginning was a little rough, not because we were a terrible team or anything like that. We just got everybody together from the college season,
right?
And we only had about a week and a half of training. Some of the guys in our first game against Atlantic City didn't even know everyone's name yet. Right. So that made things a little bit more difficult. And then our second game, we played probably the best team in the whole NPSL, Motown. So those two things combined kind of put us on the back foot a little bit, but then the guys came out and we won a few games that we probably weren't supposed to win, according to everybody. And now the team has come together. They love being around each other. They love putting on a uniform. The club, the owners, mainly have made an unbelievable atmosphere around everything. They've involved the community so much, and we've had a great fan base. These guys love coming out and playing, so we've done well going forward after that. So,
well, certainly team chemistry is a very important thing when it comes to a sport like this. And for those of you that don't know, obviously FC Monmouth, you guys are on the verge of making the playoffs, getting a playoff spot.
Well, I wouldn't say on the verge. We need to win this game this weekend. And win this weekend will propel us into a position where we can make the playoffs. And that is a huge game for us against a very talented Westchester team that I've got to see play a few times now. And I think we have a very good chance of that happening, but it will be one of the hardest tests we've had so far. So.
Absolutely, and that brings me to my last question. Going into these last couple matches, what are you looking for with your team to prepare to try to get into the postseason and continue this impressive inaugural season?
Well, we really need to get to goal a little bit more than we have. We've scored some goals in the last few games that I thought were significant for us to propel us into a more offensive type of frame of mind. But for the next few games, we really got to put them the two teams that we're playing against on their back foot, and we got to make sure that they do what is necessary to keep the ball out of our own net, and that's basically what we got to do. So.
Absolutely. Now, just quickly before I go, any thoughts on who you think is going to make it to the World Cup final?
I will hope it would be Belgium. That's what I'm waiting for. So that's what I'm looking for right now. So.
All right, so we'll see. Well, Coach, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and good luck with the rest of the season.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I'm here with Nick LaBrocca, one of the assistant coaches of FC Monmouth. Coach, thank you very much for coming on.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
So our first question to you is, kind of introduce yourself a little bit and let the folks at home know, your position, your background a little bit, and everything about this whole first inaugural season with FC Monmouth.
The assistant coach for FC Monmouth. I help all the on-field and off-field things that we're trying to accomplish here, especially being a new franchise, trying to make everything run as smoothly as possible and let these guys know that their development is number one in our minds.
Awesome. And so, as I mentioned before, it's the inaugural season for FC Monmouth, and you guys are getting close to the end of the regular season. For people at home, give kind of just a little bit of a background about how the season's gone and what you expect for the home stretch of the regular season.
I think the season's been great. We were a completely new group. Didn't have a lot of time to mesh together, and progressively we've gotten better. We look like a strong team that can compete with some of the best teams in the league who have played together for years. So now at the home stretch, pushing for a playoff spot, we need a little help, but we've put ourselves in a position to have a chance, and you can't ask for much more than that.
Absolutely, and that brings me to my next question. What are you looking for with the team as you try to make that big playoff push at the end of this season?
It's all about everybody continuing to play together. That's what this comes down to. If you don't do that, you never have a chance. So we're giving ourselves the best chance possible and looking to make a nice run at it.
Absolutely. Now, my last question to you is this. Who do you got in the World Cup final? And who do you want to win? That's the question.
I just enjoy the games overall. My two teams didn't qualify, the U.S. and Italy. So
I got you.
So that's okay. That's okay. I'm enjoying all the games. There's been some great. There's been some very dramatic moments in it. Can't ask for anything more entertaining.
No, you cannot. Well, Coach, thank you so much for coming on today. I really appreciate it, and good luck with the rest of the season.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
I'm here with Zach Pereira, a center back for FC Monmouth. Zach, thank you so much for coming on. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Nice meeting you, yeah.
So, for the folks at home, give a little bit of a background about yourself and how you got to this point and being with FC Monmouth.
Yeah, so I'm just a center back from Monmouth University. We were looking, the Monmouth boys, for some summer ball, and Woodsy reached out to us and on a great opportunity to play with a new NPSL team that it had a lot of potential at the start and has really proved themselves throughout the season.
No, it's all good.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So my next question to you is that looking at the season, obviously we're getting close to the end, a couple more games then the regular season's over. Give your own opinion on how you felt, first of all, you personally, how the season's gone for you and as the team itself.
You know, I think the season went well for myself. I was looking just to get as many touches as I can over the summer with competitive soccer players as well to keep my level up for Monmouth, and I think I did that well here. I found that well. In terms of us at the season, you know, I didn't really have any expectations because we were a brand new team. Everyone was telling us we were supposed to be bad and whatnot. And, you know, the start of the season was rough because, you know, the first game I didn't know anyone's name. It was that kind of thing. And then, you know, after a week we grew on each other, and now we're almost like family. You look at us over there, we're just having a laugh. And now we're on the verge of making the playoffs. So it's just a great accomplishment for the players and the coaches here. So, yeah, it's great.
No doubt. And so my last question to you, Zach, I've asked everybody else, World Cup predictions, who you got?
World Cup, I got to go with Brazil. Got to stay true, yeah.
I like that. Well, Zach, thank you so much for coming out today. I appreciate it, and good luck with the rest of the season.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks.
No problem.
Yeah.
I'm here with Malcolm Moreira, one of the goalkeepers for FC Monmouth. Malcolm, thank you very much for coming on today.
How you doing?
Appreciate it. So my first question to you is, give the folks home a little bit of background about yourself and how you got to this point to being with FC Monmouth.
I went to Keystone College in Pennsylvania and Factoryville, and then I heard about the tryouts here in South Jersey. I'm up north, so.
Oh, there you go.
So what happened was I took a 4-hour trip to see the tryouts and everything. So.
That's dedication right there.
Yeah, it was. It was a great opportunity. You know, I showed my best and I got the call back.
Well, that's certainly a great story to hear about. So my next question to you would be this. Looking at the whole season, obviously you're getting close to finishing the inaugural season of FC Monmouth. First of all, talk about you personally, how you felt the season's gone for you, and then as a team in general.
It was a great opportunity to develop as a player, you know, like fighting every day out, you know, Tuesdays and Thursdays, you know, training and everything. I mean, it's a great opportunity to like showcase your skills and go to the next level.
Absolutely. And for the team personally, how do you feel as a whole the team has done in its inaugural year?
Really, really good, honestly. I mean, this is our first year. People expected us, you know, not to do so good, but, you know, we ended up, you know, having a team spirit and then going there from there.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So your team is obviously on the verge of possibly making a playoff. What is going to be the key thing for your team as they make that big playoff push at the end of this season?
Togetherness. we have to stay together as a team. You know, this is a team sport. You know, we have to put the best 11 out there and then go forward.
Absolutely. And so my last question to you, Malcolm, is this. I'm talking to everybody. World Cup is obviously underway. It's been going on. We've had a lot of crazy up and down games. Who do you got in the World Cup final, and who do you have lifting that trophy this year?
Germany, I mean.
Germany? I know they've been struggling a little bit. Obviously, they had
I
that
still have
tough game
faith in
against
them, you
Sweden.
know.
Still
Man,
faith.
you know, he's my favorite goalkeeper, so you know.
There you go.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, Malcolm, thank you so much for coming on today.
No
really
problem.
appreciate it. Good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's certainly been an exciting and very interesting season with FC Monmouth as the team looks to make their big playoff push with just a few games left to go in the year with one home game left this season. They certainly want to get the home crowd and everybody involved to get behind the team as they look to try to make a run for the playoffs and hopefully a cup title as well. If you want to check out more of FC Monmouth, you can check out their website at fcmonmouth.com where you can learn about the team, the head coach, and everything else about this FC Monmouth team. So definitely you don't want to miss this. Check it out again, fcmonmouth.com to get more information. Reporting from FC Monmouth's practice, I'm Neil Villapiano.